The following game has no ESRB rating posted on their Steam page, nor is there a listing as to what restrictive content may be seen in the game. However, if you look at one of their cinematics on their Steam page, you see the logo for the ESRB, and it appears to have a E10 plus rating from the ESRB. That means that the content in the game is only appropriate for anyone aged 10 and up. So therefore, if you are under the age of 10, you should not be watching this video. You have been warned. Greetings and salutations. I am Outlier, and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is, of course, my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we are returning back to Slime Rancher. No, that's the Harvest Moon series. Yes, I'm sure. The premise of Slime Rancher is that you play as Beatrix LeBeau, a new rancher on a faraway planet known as the Phosphor Range, and your task is to basically go around collecting all these sentient blobs of goo, throwing them into pens, feeding them food, collecting their poop, and then selling the poop to your corporate overlords, who then, I assume, turn around and make an even greater profit, and then give you a small sliver of that, so that we can buy new upgrades and equipment from the corporate overlords. Yes, it's one of those kinds of games. I believe there is a storyline tied to the game, mostly told through messages left behind by the former owner of your specific ranch, who decided that he no longer wanted to ranch and just simply up and left one day. I don't think he left the forwarding address, but he gives basic background of the lands and some inner monologue style musings. But as far as I know, there's no major threat that the Phosphor Range is dealing with that you have to take care of. It's just basically gather slimes, feed them, collect poop, sell, repeat for profit. Never said it was your profit. This game is, of course, made by Thank you again. And that being said, let us begin. Okay, so this is the ranch. I did change the ranch slightly. In between last episode and now, I just basically moved some stuff around. So if we head off in this direction, I believe the sun is rising, so yeah, it's a new day. Let's start off with the cavern system. What's this place called again? I don't remember. More of it. It's the grotto. Cavern isn't even in the name. So I moved the rad boom Largos into the grotto, just simply because they're found in the quarry, so I figured it's more thematic this way. I also moved their favorite food, the Oka Oka veggie, in here as well, so that way it's close by in case I ever actually need some in a pinch. They break out and they just start scarfing down, even though the little punchy bag thing I just smacked my head into is supposed to keep them away because it's supposed to look like a tar. Also, that's a cave I don't know how to get into. I discovered that in between episodes. So I just feed them here. Doesn't look like they have any ports available, so I may have cleaned them out. Then the Phosphor crystal Largos. Yes, I looked up at the upper corner of the screen and saw their name there. Are still here. They've been here before, and they will remain as long as phosphor slimes die in the sunlight. They will stay in the grotto where it is nice and not bright out. Of course, their favorite, well, the phosphor slime's favorite food, the Q-berry, I also planted here instead of the odd onion, mostly because the odd onion is not something that grows as easily. We'll just top off the food trough for these guys. Quartz. I did build an incinerator here, not for any specific reason for a need in here. It's just a spare plot that I had no idea what else to do with, so I figured build an incinerator. I have the ashtray, ash trough I should say, upgrade, so that way anything that I toss in here creates ash, which fire slimes, if and when I ever get around to figuring out where they are, and collecting some, we'll be able to live in there. I technically have that environment set up. Heading back out to the main ranch, I moved the pink slimes over to where the rad boom Largos were, and set up the odd onions over here, just so that way I can have a steady supply of mostly carrots. Because you don't get much in the way of odd onions. Figured carrots are easy to come by and just feed them to all the pink slimes. I also moved the rock tabby Largos to the overlook. So, and then I used the space to basically increase the coop. So now I have 3 chicken coops, with 1 of each type of chicken in each coop, as well as 2 roosters, so that way they make chicks. Q-berries are still here. Not Q-berries. Pogo fruit's still here. Mainly because I don't really know where I'm going to want that to move to. The farms that were up here, I changed, well, this one was a silo last episode. But I turned this into a silo. Also fully upgraded both of them. And I'm using this to store food right now. Wrong button. So any food that I just have excess of, I'm storing in here. I got 34 odd onions, 21 heartbeats, and 115 pogo fruit. And I just dump the Q-berries in here. This, I still have all the plorts, so it's pink, tabby, and rock on this side. Crystal, rad, and phosphor on this side. And then, boom, honey and hunter plorts in here. This is, of course, the plort market, where you go and sell all of the plorts to make a profit, or at least some form of money. And the price for every plort varies depending upon the type of plort and supply and demand. Because yes, the prices do change depending upon how many you sell versus how many the rest of civilization needs, compared to how many your supposed fellow ranchers also sell. I say supposed because you never actually meet any of them directly. The communication that you have is through the comm systems. So the overgrowth, because I'm horrible with names, is over this way. This is where I moved the rock tabby Largos to. Also moved their heartbeats over to here as well. Of course, random natural chickens. Oh, look, that's actually a briar hen. I don't know where they spawned in here. I know regular hens and carrots and some pogo fruit grow in here, but I was unaware of the briar hen. Unless he didn't spawn here and had him in inventory from somewhere else and dropped him off and didn't bother to come and pick him back up again. Some more mint mangoes are growing here. And finally, of course, we have the honey hunter Largos, which have been in the overgrowth for, well, quite a while. And every day, if there's a massive surplus of plorts, or not, more than like 10 or so, closer to like 30 or 40, I gather up all the plorts that are in here and dump them off at the silo. So that way, when I need a large amount of coin and / ore, the prices are good, I can just mass offload and rake in the profits. And we do also have the docks over here, which I have yet to unlock. Same with the slime labs off on the main ranch area, which I just haven't gotten to yet. Yeah, this is the slime lab. The lab, I'm sorry. So I also haven't unlocked the lab yet, so those two areas are still unlocked. As I said, I just moved some stuff around. I did go exploring the moss blanket, just because I was curious where certain things were. Discovered a couple Gordos that I could probably try exploding to see if they have a key to a new area. Instead of doing that right now, for those who have watched last episode and remember, we fulfilled an order for Ogden Ortiz, this guy. And that got us access to his vacation home, which I think has an extra area for farming. I'm not certain if this will eventually unlock for us, but or it's just his. But he told us that he, in addition to the original request, if we go to some random area known as the Wilds, where apparently dangerous slime live, and I go grabbing this thing, some sort of berry, he'll give us extra stuff that we won't have access to. And I completely forgot one extra thing. I also bought a bunch of upgrades, so I don't have the Heart Module Mark III or the Power Core Mark III yet, but I did upgrade to level 2 for both of those. Increase the amount of jetpack power that I have. Well, not really, because it's based on the Power Core. I did also increase to Tank Booster Mark III, so I can now hold up to 50 items. Also got some sort of pulse wave that's supposedly supposed to deflect slime. Never used it before, so we'll figure out what's going on with there. So we'll just wait for the energy to recharge. And this is apparently the portal to the wilds. Now he did say that we teleport into the wilds and we jump to a random location, and we can't get back until we find another portal. So I've never done this before, so it should be interesting. The wilds filled with the deepest roots of the slime family tree. And that's some saber tabby Largos, and they are very angry. Bad job. Alright, so they clearly want food, and the Rancher is food, so I messed with that chicken to calm them down. So let's just go wandering about here. Go away. There he is. Carrots don't go in there. Grab the little chickadee. I found one of the fruit. You have to be crazy to collect these things. Alright, so I have absolutely no idea what this thing is. I assumed it was some sort of remote drop-off point, but apparently it's not. Take the hen instead of the chickadee. Hens are easier to find. Also grab anything that I can, well, find, truth be told. And bridges out, okay. That's what the jetpack is for. Interesting. That looks man-made, or at least artificially made, I should say. Oh goody, Hunter Largos. Saber son, at least its descendant. Alright, so I'm guessing I'm just going to find... You know, you'd think... I would say you'd think phosphor slimes would die in the sunlight, but no sunlight. It's nighttime now. Alright, they're just gonna chase me down, aren't they? Yeah, that's what you get. Okay. That looks to be the friendly one. I hear chickens. Oh goody, a tar. We'll go this way. Adobo fruit. What is this thing? Alright, just clean up some stuff. And of course there's no map of the area. Look how every slime in this area is a Largo. And all of them are angry. And there's an underground area too. Also apparently a cave system. Firing off what little fruit I got left to calm them down. That's it for pogo fruit. Fine, new plan. Fire off a hunter port, turn one into a tar. See how that goes. Here. This way, just simply because it's a radioactive saber over that way. And that leads to here. Rock Largos. Was not kidding about the fact that a whole bunch of dangerous slimes in the area. What's this thing? Oh, it's another teleporter, which apparently isn't on, so I can't get back yet. Hear the music of a tar. But this area is clear, so let's just go grab everything that we can get. Bunch of heartbeats. Phosphor slime I don't need. What's this way? More boom slimes. That's a tar. Several, actually. You know, I never thought anywhere in this game the tar would not be the greatest threat. Slime seed. Chicken just rolling around. Interesting. Carrot standing up. This may actually be the way that I came. No, I don't want that one. So much for having Pokemon. Yeah, I've been this way. That one, this one's neutral, so. Alright, so what's the Slimepedia say about this place? Alright, so the saber slime, or at least its descendant, is a diet of meat. Its favorite food is unknown. According to Slimology, though believed to be long extinct, the saber slime lives on through the Largos slimes in the wilds. Saber slimes were believed to be one of the fiercest predators during the Jurassic period of the Phosphor range, a time when gigantic slimes roamed the planet, probably bigger than the blobs. Though saber slimes are carnivores, the Largos in the wild display a curious habit bundling the rare cocodoba fruit into bundles of sticks, mud, and slime become rock hard in time. Only Ogden's specially engineered kuka crackers are capable of breaking them. I'm assuming that's what those things are. Not that I've seen one of these Cadoba mud balls. Rancher risks. Most saber slime Largos found on the wilds are feral, looking to take a bite out of whatever they see. They're also incredibly agile for slimes, capable of powerful jumps that allow them to bound off other surfaces before targeting their prey. Counter a horde of feral saber slime Largos, watch your back so you don't get flanked. For atomics, saber blorts are collected for their historical value, offering a window in the primitive past of the Phosphor range. Some slime scientists have tried to extract the slime DNA from these blorts in order to create a true saber slime, but all have failed. And honestly, that's probably for the better, because as soon as that happens, some charming billionaire would be talking about making a whole theme park to view them in captivity. And then so this is the Slimepedia. If I've never said anything about it, it basically contains various information about most topics in the game. So you got your basic tutorials, information on each slime. So it's always the name of the slime, its little picture, a basic one-sentence overview, its diet, its favorite food if it has one, so like the rock slime's heartbeat, basic background of the slime and how it acts in regards to its environment and you, any risks to the actual rancher, and what its plorts are basically used for. And every time you pick up a new slime, its entry gets added to the Slimepedia. Same with Largos, Squirtos, feral slimes. I gotta be honest, I'm not quite certain what this one is. Also various resources, so all the different foods, even though I'm missing a few apparently. Information about the ranch, which is basically all the little things you can build and areas you can access, and information about the land itself. So I guess I just gotta wander around until I can find a active teleporter and go home. He'll be a target. And go eat him. Or not. See, I think that's what's used to crack open the hardened mud balls we're talking about in the Slimepedia. Not that I've seen any. Okay, so that leads to here. Another non-working teleporter. Can I get up? Not exactly. Okay. Maybe I wasn't moving forward. Or not. view real quick. Oh, of course this area is now filled with tar. Luckily, the tar aren't saber tar and can be easily destroyed with water. Unfortunately, I only have so much water to play with, and I don't know where to get more. So at this point, I think I'm just wandering around in a circle. So what's this one? Hey, this is the area where I was at. Luckily, it's now daylight out, so all the tars went away. I could have sworn there was a cave entrance over here somewhere. Unless that's it over there. What's up here? This is where I started. More slime sea, or is this actual water? I'm going to assume it's part of the slime sea. I can enter and travel around in the slime sea, I cannot. And I'd rather not take that risk, especially out here. Okay, so we got over here, so what is over here? What's that? Chicken. There's the teleporter. So I guess either it jumps to the same area or a couple of different areas. It's just there's a whole bunch of various different teleporters in the area, and here's these little glowing rocks or these mud balls that I was talking about. In case I have absolutely no idea how to get them open, so I can take them to here. But I'm going to assume that's going to be another issue for, well, not right now, because I found the exit, so I want out. So out we go. Alright, so we have the Cadobas. Let's give them all but one. Take the spicy tofu with us, which I'm assuming is a food for the slimes. I'll leave the hunter ports there because I only have to, and I want the last Cadoba to see if I can just grow it on the farm. And I want to keep the pink ornament and the saber ports because I have more saber ports than I do hunter ports. And I'm assuming once I leave and come back, so that's what a saber port is. Yes. Yep, that's it. Okay. As once I leave and come back, they're no longer going to be there. So put the pink ornament there. Dump the remaining saber ports that I have here. Dump the spicy tofu here. I'm gonna gather all this pogo fruit up real quick. Alright, and so since it's more than my backpack can actually carry, we're just going to drop off a large amount of it right here. Mostly because that's where it's going to end up anyway, and we need the room. Something tells me this may not actually work anyway. But we're then going to remove the crop. Didn't think so. We can see if we can grow the Cadoba fruit here. That way we don't have to go into the wilds, but the game's smarter than that. So we're just going to pop in real quick. Dump this last Cadoba back off, grab the other spicy tofu, and then head back to the ranch. We drop that off right there, and then we deal with the day's chores because it's pretty much noon, and we spent about a day and a half in the wilds. The farm needs tending, or the ranch needs tending too. Of course, now I have more oka-okas than I know what to do with. And of course, I have spare oka-oka, and now they're feeding. I'm just gonna vacuum up all that's left right here. Just all that I can grab. I'm gonna do the same with the cuberries. Yank those clean off the tray. Feed trough. I should probably consider cleaning out the pens because there's just a whole bunch of things. Grab the rest of the fruit. What I could do is just empty the plort bins of all the plorts that the Largos have been making, but it's still 30 apiece, and I only have 4 tanks to carry things, and I have 2 different types of Largos, which means 4 different kinds of plorts. So what we'll do is just drop off the excess food into this silo, then go back for the plorts. Clean out all the plorts every day so that way they don't back up in the port collector and then I have to make multiple runs. While I can only carry 50, as far as I know, that's the maximum amount of the backpack, the plort collectors will actually carry well, will actually hold 100 ports. So at maximum amount for everything, it's 2 trips just to empty out the port collector. And the backpack will keep pulling things out of the port collector, even if the tanks are filled. So less counting I have to do. Then we dump all the ports into the silos. Because I'm not 100% certain the market's actually favorable to me right now. So we're just going to store everything until we need it. Some of the ports are high-ish. Pink ports are actually up, which, given the fact that they're the cheapest ports available, isn't saying all that much. Many ports are up. Well, I mean, the majority of the ports are up. Everything except Saber. I think I've had better prices. I'll wait until more favorable market conditions. Just repeat everything over in the overgrowth. So I think that's what this place is called. I don't know. Alright, so this is actually 58 ports in the bin, so we actually gotta come back and keep emptying this out. Almost filled the tank too. And once we drop off this load, we come back and grab a what's left and store that as well. Alright, and since it's night, well, actually, no, I forgot to grab the remaining boards. Silly me. Collected, we just got to drop them off, and because it's nighttime, we'll just turn today into tomorrow, and then we'll go somewhere else. So tomorrow is now today. To the ranch. Alright, so I can go back through and just basically do what I just did. Gather the crops, although it's only been a few hours game time, so crops aren't fully grown yet. Gather up all the quartz, but don't matter. I'll wait until they can gather up more. As I said in the beginning, in addition to wanting to go into the wilds, I did some exploring in the moss blanket. I found two gordos. One's a pink gordo, the other is a honey gordo. Both, as far as I know, eat fruit. Hopefully one will give me a slime key, so that way I can move on to different area. Heartbeat's a veggie, isn't it? Yep, it is a veggie. Any other? There's some Q berries. Take some Q berries as well. The oka is a vegetable, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. I got plenty of pogo fruit just sitting there on the ground. Probably start rotting if I don't pick it up, so what I'm going to do is harvest everything off this tree, then anything that can still fill the tank I'll just pull out of the side. Almost missed these three. There we go. I wonder if the Q berries are the same right now. Yeah, there are a few sitting down. Okay, fine. Do the same with the Q berry. Vacuum up as many as possible. Check to make certain that the Phosphor crystal Largo feeder is popped off. And any spaces left in the tank will just pull to the side. Keep hitting that thing. Got a decent number of ports, but I don't feel like making a run for it, though. Guess it means I should check on heartbeats and as the odd onions and the carrots are fully grown now. Now the the honey slime's favorite food is the mint mango, but I'm using the mint mangoes to feed the honey hunter Largos, so making certain that their food trough is filled first, even though it always seems to dispense more food than they actually want to eat. I guess they save it for later, but there's no spare mint mangoes there, so hopefully 50 pogo fruit and 50 Q berries will be enough to explode a honey gordo. Alright, so I guess we got enough to go to the moss blanket and see if we can take care of the gordo there, and hopefully we'll have a slime key to unlock something else. And since I don't feel like pulling through the dry reef to get there, and even though I just ran over a chicken, we'll just take this teleporter and go on through. And since it's daylight, the feral pink phosphor Largos that inhabit that part of the island aren't there, so benefit to us. And down we go. Alright, now there were two gordos here that I found. One's the honey gordo over here, and the other one was a pink party gordo. I think either up here or on like some sort of cliff face in this general area. So not certain what's so special about the party one, but let's go see about the honey gordo first. I think if anybody's got a key, it's going to be that one. But I've been mistaken about things before, so you never know. What was that? Of course, the question is, how do I get over there? I go this way. Yeah, it's like up on that cliff over there. There he is. Oh, look, a turret. I forgot to refill on water. There you are. And we just keep feeding this thing until it explodes. Any minute now. There we go. All 50 Q berries. And there's the slime key. So that one had some coin in it, a stony hen, and a bunch of carrots. Down had more carrots and some coin. I guess the Gordo exploded into a whole bunch of honey slimes. That's actually quite a few total. I got the key that I wanted. Fly over all you guys and run away. Because I'm that level hero. I want to say the other Gordo that I found was up here. On one of these cliff tops. But I could be mistaken. That or it only showed up on certain times, or, you know, like randomly appears. Because it wasn't just the standard pink Largo, it actually said pink party Largo. I don't think it was over there. As I said, I could have sworn it was on one of these cliff tops. Maybe it's over this way. I do know special music was playing when I found it. Just top off the water supply while we're here. Continue exploring. That takes me back to the ranch. See if we can mountain goat up the cliff. What's over this bridge? The answer is not all that much. This is just some areas that you have to jetpack around to. It was over here. It's just an area with a bunch of angry explosive slimes. And no way past, so back the way we came. Sort of. I was wondering there was a second Gordo around here somewhere. I remember looking at it and thinking that's weird. Because as I said, it was listed as a party Gordo, even though it was a pink slime. Could have sworn it was on one of these cliff tops. Somewhere around in here. It's like right there or something like that. I don't know, that's probably going to bother me for a while. But we got what I was looking for. So now that we have the slime key, we might as well go use it. I believe is off in this direction. I think. Yeah, it's this way. Nope, not that way. That's how we got in. It's this way. Fruit just rolling around. It was this way, but it's a dead end. Door's over here. Use the slime key. Door opens. New area. I have no idea what area this is. And to be honest, I do not believe I've ever actually been here before, so new experiences. So that doesn't come out. Alright, so I'm guessing to get through this door I need a plort of one of each kind listed here. And the pink one's already lit up because the pink port's already there. So I'm guessing there's multiple other statues floating around this area that need to be filled with other plorts. There's another slime key door, which probably ends up feeding off into the quarry. Which means there's probably another Gordo off in here that I haven't found yet that would net me another slime key. So it looks like I'm going to need, I'm assuming, a boom plort, a rad plort. I don't even know what these are. Probably phosphor, rock, and crystal. Probably honey and tabby as well. And we're also going to need spots to dump everything off at. I'm guessing they're all around. get back in. So out's over this one. And not finding that other grotto is probably going to bother me, but you'll either come back or we won't. Of course, now that it's nighttime, these Largos will probably appear, but I got spare Q berries that I'm not going to feed them. Just for fun, let's turn tomorrow into today. Practically 6 a.m. anyway. The reports are actually going down. The others are going up. Alright, so I believe I do need one honey port, one boom port, I think a crystal, and a phosphor. Now I do know that I need a rad, so let's drop the crystal port because I don't actually know if I need that, and grab the rad port. This is the wilds. And this is the teleporter that I want. Here. Not really sneaking if we're just running full tilt. Try not to fall off the rickety bridge. In a hurry to get where we're going. Okay, so this one's yellow, so I'm assuming the honey port goes here. That lights up the honey port. Green's here, so this is probably the rad. Slime door I don't have access to. That might actually be a puddle port, one I don't have on the farm. That was phosphor, interesting. I thought that'd be gray. Where's the one for the... So where's the one for the boom port, but it's right there. So we just need 2 more ports. One of them I think is actually going to be the puddle. And then the other is going to be that one. That's where the puddle goes. Here's the final one. Now we're going to have to go hunting for a puddle port because I don't have puddle slimes on my farm, so I mean I know where some puddle slimes are. Yeah, that looks kind of grayish. Like a clear yellow-gray. Tabby, maybe? I'm hoping it's tabby. It's the only other type. It's gotta be either crystal rock, tabby, or puddle, because those are the only other... Or hunter. It could be hunter. I'll just grab one of every slime I haven't used... One of every plort I haven't used yet and see what fits. In the meantime... Sorry about that, little guy. There you go. And they die when they're out of water, so... I'm borrowing one of his plorts. The least I can do is shove the puddle slime, back into the water. Or take them with me, but I don't have a pond built, so... Nowhere to keep them. Of course, I guess they do kind of look like the slimes. Which means this probably isn't puddle, it's rock. Oops. Which would make that one tabby. So I need rock and tabby plorts. Back to the ranch. Nearly ran out of energy there. Not nearly ran out of energy, I did run out of energy. What am I trying to kid? I wonder how you're supposed to get out of here without the jetpack. Sure, there's a way. Yeah, if not, then I guess you're stuck in the moss blanket. Well, there's a teleporter on the other side, but I think you need a jetpack to get to it. I could be mistaken about that. Alright, so since I have no real place to store the puddle plort, I mean, I do have a place to store the puddle plort, I just don't want to store a single plort. We'll just sell it, and then grab a tabby and a rock plort, and head back. Yeah, the ranch is going to be a mess by the time I get, when I get done whatever I'm doing. That sounds like a tar. That's tabby. That's the rock plort. That turns on whatever this is. I mean, I assumed it was a door. And it is a door. And we enter the ancient ruins. What was lost is eventually found and lost once more. Alright, so let's see what's here. A bunch of land puzzles. Nothing really new, just pink tabby and rock slimes. Probably a good thing given the fact that I don't really have a spare spot on the farm at the moment to house new slimes. And speaking of new slimes, here's one. A quantum slime. A slime that really shows its potential. Alright, so H is the former farmer. I forget his name. I kept calling him Heinrich or Henrik last episode. And it turns out his actual name was neither one of those. So he says, fascinating, aren't they? Who do you think constructed these ancient ruins, and for what purpose? I'd visit this place and ponder that question often. Eventually I came to realize what this place was for and how to utilize it. Will you do the same, H? Maybe, maybe not. I haven't the foggiest idea. I have a bunch of quantum slimes and a quantum fort. Chickens. What's he got to say here? These strange glass doors are a good reminder that you can't always have both. Hit that switch over there all you like, and both doors will never be open. Sometimes you gotta choose one path or the other. There's no way around it, but you know what? Either path you choose is going to make you hurt some for want of walking the other. Life is filled with doors like these. H. Yeah. So I'm guessing at some point I have a choice between one or two areas, and probably soon in this area, truth be told. And the switch will only open up one at a time. Looks like it just leads to chickens. So echoes are a mode of light, or perhaps a memory. Apparently I picked up a golden one. And a blue one. Look, more puddle slimes. What are these echoes for, I wonder? Curious. No fruit there. More quantum slimes. I'm not quite certain why I'm collecting quantum slimes. I said upon entering here that I have no real place to put them. I mean, I vacuumed the first one up just so that way it gets added to the Slimepedia. But the other 9, and why I'm still carrying all of them around with me, I'm not quite certain. Okay, so this is the map. This is the way that I came. Still not quite certain what the echoes are used for. Oh goody, just what the world needed. A quantum Largo. back the way I came, isn't it? It actually is, yes. Oh, clean out the front entrance. Didn't even realize it. That here. So I'm assuming this is the fruit that the quantum slimes eat. As I said, I don't really need the quantum slimes. I'd rather grab this red echo. That sounds like a tar. I'm told that the fruit that the quantum slimes like, which is this tree right here, in order to get at it, you have to shoot a different kind of fruit. But unfortunately, I only have 4 slots and they're all filled. And this room is now filled with tar. Was filled with tar. Yeah, I read that. Another red echo. I wonder if the echoes are in some way involved in powering this place and running it. Casey has sent us star mail. A friend from the old world. Okay, so it looks like it's this thing. He's talking about one of 2 doors opening. I'm guessing he's talking about leads into these areas. So it's basically just chickens and something else. What's this? Yeah, that's what I was just referring to. That door actually closed. That was the entrance again. Should open up this door, which gets us to some tars, which we promptly explode. So that's the slime sea. thinking I'm by this teleporter, but in fact, I'm actually nowhere near it. Alright. Quantum slimes. Oh, look, a rooster. If I had space, I would have taken him with me. Roosters are kind of hard to come by. And we have the slime sea right there. Alright, so the ghostly phase lemon trees they may have seemed were a real head scratcher for me for the longest time. I kept dreaming about an ice cold glass of lemonade on the long summer days I spent exploring these ruins. Delicious stuff, but here's the trick. If you want those lemons, you gotta be willing to part with the fruit of your own. Give it a shot. Yeah, so that explains how to get the, I guess, quantum lemons, as they're called. I'd rather take the quantum lemons. That door, but okay. I'm guessing that takes us back to the ranch. And of course we need another slime key to get through here. So that's 2 keys I'm probably going to need. Which means that there's probably a Gordo hanging out around here somewhere. But here we are back at the ranch. Just drop off these quartz because they're worth coin. I'm not quite certain what I'm going to do with the echoes, so I'm going to store them for now. In this silo. Just so that way they're not in my inventory. And I say that as one random blue one is still in the inventory. Alright, so for Star Mail we have Casey, and she's replying to the van. Casey. It wasn't that bad. You just don't have the fortitude to make it as an artist, I guess. Beatrix LeBeau can climb a mountain before breakfast, but can't spend a few days in an modestly accommodated, breaks down only half the time vintage touring van. We were so miserable, I still laugh about it. But I really did appreciate it for those few days. It was great to have you in the crowd. That van still runs, by the way. Casey. P.S. That was a lie. The van literally caught on fire while we were driving it. It died like a Viking. Casey has some interesting stories to tell. So let's once again make tomorrow into today. So it's a new day, and plan is to go continue, well, take care of the ranch because I've been neglecting it for a few days. it looks like the bouncy pit of pink balls is trying to climb out through the roof again. But, yeah, so I guess we just continue exploring the ruins. Try to find the key to unlock whatever's at the back end. If I can find 2 keys, I can unlock the quarry side, which should be fun, although that's probably an extra Gordo in the quarry itself, which I haven't found yet. But that's all going to be another issue for another time, because I'm going to call it here. Everybody stay safe from the plague, and have a good day.